Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and it's gonna be episode 7 of Beyond the Campus podcast series. So, today I have a very special guest. As you can see, his company is already on our screen, so you must be knowing which company he is from. But first of all, welcome Gaurav to my podcast channel, and संडे है आप आए हो उसके लिए भी उससे बड़ा थैंक यू so how are you if you could introduce yourself to our viewers.
First of all, thank you for inviting me. My name is Gaurav Sharma. Currently, I'm working in Genpact as an assistant manager. Prior to this, I have worked in Accenture as a PMO,
Okay,
and prior to Accenture, I have worked in Capgemini as a sales ledger.
your voice is actually low for viewers, maybe you can speak a little bit louder or maybe increase your volume.
Sure, sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, my name is Gaurav Sharma. Currently, I'm working in Genpact as assistant manager.
Mhm.
Prior to this, I worked in Capgemini in
Okay.
sales ledger profile. So yeah, I'm having experience of 4 different domains like uh,
Wow.
order to cash, treasury reporting, PMO, and
Nice.
now I'm handling whole different 4 teams. Like one of the team is GL accounting, treasury
Mhm.
reporting, accounts receivable, collections, and customer management team.
My God,
So
that's too much on to
yeah.
handle at one go. But yeah, that sounds amazing. So if I may talk about your current role, which is like assistant manager, what exactly you do? Like, kya hota
Uh, yeah. So my client is a US based real estate client. Uh, I'm not going to reveal that name, but I
Yeah,
can
of
give a
course, of
hint.
course.
Yeah,
Let's keep it ABC.
yeah, I can give a hint. Like if we work in MNC, so we heard about a complex of MNCs like CanDot Tech Space, right?
Mm-hmm.
So so my client is a big stakeholder of CanDot Tech Space in whole India, like in Kolkata, Delhi.
Wow.
So yeah, and all over the world, yeah, it's a US largest real estate company.
Okay.
So I work for that company in Chenpad.
Nice.
My work is to take care of the treasury accounting, GL accounting, accounts
Mm-hmm.
receivable, cash application collection. So
Okay.
there are around 17 people who work under me. They report direct to me. I'm the
Nice.
face of client in India, and I need to make ensure that we hit all the deadlines within our TAT.
That's amazing. Okay, so basically you are handling like 17 other people under you, not under you, but with you,
They
along
reports
with
to me.
your
Yeah.
journey to
Hmm.
deliver the client the best service, right? And you are handling such a great client. That's good to hear because since you are an assistant manager, of course, you'll be having a lot on your plate already, right?
Yeah.
So now you have used terms like treasury, GL accounting in your introduction and just now as well. If a college student who is a year student or a third year student who doesn't know anything about your role, how would you explain to them? Because these terms actually sound a little bit fancy, but when they actually get to real ground, they don't know what exactly needs to be done. So that's the aim behind this question. Like, what exactly needs to be done in your role?
Yeah, treasury accounting sounds fancy, but let me tell you, it's take a lot of responsibility. We can't afford a single mistake because one silly mistake reports to give wrong message to our CFO to the company. So
Right,
we can't afford a single silly mistake.
right.
Yeah. So treasury reporting majorly works on our bank. We need to take care of bank reconciliation very thoroughly.
Okay.
Whatever the cash we have received, what the payments we need to make, if
Mm-hmm.
any refunds if are there, any dispute. So we need to monitor them by each of the transactions. Every day we need to work on that, and at the end of the month, it will take around 3,800 to 5,000 of transactions of reports that
My
needs to be done
God.
very correctly.
My God. So basically, you are managing the finance of the, the funds of the company, like who
Yeah,
needs to be paid, from where it needs to be collected, and where it is going next. So you have to trace each and every transaction, because there is a lot of chances, if I talk in audit terms, of fraud and errors happening in
yes,
this treasury account. That's why it is also considered to be a high risk area, if I take it
right,
into my consideration of auditing. So
right,
basically, if you are a treasury, applying for treasury, this is what you need to do exactly. You are handling the
right.
funds, you are handling each and every transaction. So that must be a lot, like, because if I take any example, for example, not just your real estate, this is done on everyday basis. Each and every day there
Right.
would be a lot of transactions happening, and by the end of the
Mhm.
month there would be a lot. So how your team handles it so nicely, like what exactly goes in your team?
We have divided our team works like whatever the account payments we have received in our accounts, our accounts receivable team will take care of that. They will work on that accordingly.
Hmm.
Accounts payable team will work on that. At the end of the day, we I need to take care of their work. If everything is right, then and only I will record in my books, yes, we have received
Okay,
this payments, and this payments are credited, this needs to be paid, and this has been paid today. So
right.
summarize of that, then we can classify that today's our treasury amount is this, we-
Mm-hmm.
and we have collected this much and we have paid this much. These are the refunds. So yeah.
Nice. So, as you are in Genpact, right?
Hmm.
So you must be handling more than one client, of course,
Right.
right? On your plate. It's not just one account, one client, and you're handling that. Otherwise, Genpact had a lot of employees. So, how do you make sure that, things are okay within all clients? Because as you have mentioned, it has something to do with cash as well, right? And cash is a very sensitive area for each and every client. So, how do you make sure that you are well versed with each and every client? And it must take a lot of efforts. I'm just trying to
Yeah,
understand your typical day.
yeah, let me tell you, because I've joined Genpact on August 2023.
Hmm.
It takes 6 months of training to yeah, I took 6 months of training for each and every domain. I have given 1 month. I need to be at that par level of that pressure or associate level, that
Okay.
I am that much productive. I have that much knowledge. I need to be way better than that because I need to report to my client. See,
Right.
if anything is happened wrong, I need to give them a proper explanation. Like my team member are not able to do that. I need to make them like satisfy. Okay, this is kind of silly mistakes, or this is like system error. The
Right.
best way to skip that, there's a lag in system.
System error.
Yeah, glitch
Okay.
in a Oracle, something. Yeah,
So it takes actually a lot of efforts and training to reach where you are currently and what you are currently handling, if I may say.
right.
Okay. Now, I am much more curious to know about your role now, because since it has cash and we Indians love cash and cash management, it's in our blood, if I may say. So
Right.
if you could just give a memory from a Genpact, of course, without mentioning client's name, that this happened, which is, I still remember in my corporate journey, like this was something that happened. Maybe it can be a bad experience, good experience, something that you remember from Genpact.
Okay, From Genpact, uh, my personal experience is that if you join at kind of mid senior level,
Mm-hmm.
and and one of your team member at the same level, and they have joined prior to you, so it's kind of challenging for you, and you are the one who needs to run the team, who needs to
Right,
build the team, and who to
right.
lead the team. So and you need to do, and you have not and you are not there for production, but
Mm-hmm.
you need to take lead your team from the front, and you need to take that guy to be part of your team.
Hmm.
You need to ask them to be a asset of your team. So it's a way
Right.
different thing, because if you're associate, you need to follow your manager instruction. If
Instructions.
you're yeah, if you're manager, then you need to follow your AVP. You need to follow your CFO instructions.
Right.
Take your team performance according. But be it assistant manager, you need to follow your manager AVP. You need to take care of your team. You can't harsh with your team members, and you can't
Exactly.
deny any kind of thing to your manager and AVP. So it's like way different profile, and it takes a lot of courage to do that
My
because
God.
you're not working at anything. If anything goes wrong with production related, you need to give justification to client, and you need to give justification to your manager also.
Right.
Why we
Why did
have
it
missed
go
this.
like? So
Yeah,
you joined Genpact as like which level? You joined as senior.
yeah, I have joined as AM only.
You joined as AM only.
Yeah.
So, directly joining as AM would have taken a lot of experience back. So, what was your experience? How did you start your corporate journey coming from college? And like you are out of the college,
Okay.
you're a third year student, and now AM. What was in between?
I accidentally working in MNC as I accidentally working in MNC because prior to this I was entrepreneur. I
Wow.
used to yeah, I used to run 7 cafes in Kolkata.
My
Uh,
God.
but due to COVID, me and my family had huge loss. So I've done, and then because I'm habitual of spending everything like, and I need to maintain my level. I can't ask pocket money to my parents because
Right.
my college is done and all. So that's why I've joined Capgemini. My fresher journey was very tough because in Capgemini I was in the single FT process,
Mm-hmm.
and let me tell you, my manager was very harsh. He can't afford a single silly mistake. If you have done, if you
Starting
have
the
done,
corporate journey with the harsh
yeah,
manager is the worst thing that you can do.
and that too, if you are in single FT, no, it's
Okay.
way tougher than because manager will come. I will throw you from this process if you keep doing such mistakes. His
My God.
straight answer is that I can't help you in each and every day, and I have no one. I have no single senior. I have no one to guide it. It
Hmm.
takes it takes 5 months to get settled down to realize, okay, this is the work. I need to
Right.
work like this because before joining Capgemini, I have no idea about it. What is order to cash? What is accounts receivable?
Right. Because you
Like,
are entrepreneur and you had
yeah,
that background and you had that everything. So
yes.
coming to corporate and following somebody's instructions must have been the most difficult part of your journey.
Yeah, and my cousin is like CA, so I have seen CA work also. In even CA firm also, there is no order to cash, there is no treasury accounting something.
Right.
Yeah, so when I joined Capgemini, I have seen a lot of things. Before to this, I only knew I know that yeah I know Excel, but after joining Capgemini, oh, then I realized okay, dude, this is not that Excel.
This is
I
not
was
Excel that I know.
right,
My
but
God.
though my dad manager was harsh, but he helped me a lot. He
Hmm.
brushed up me a lot. Let me tell you that also. Whatever I am today, because of his harsh word, his push to do extra overtime, done things
Right.
within deadline, he helped me a lot. Uh, so if you're fresher, if you're having tough time, stick to that.
Be
Have
thankful
some,
to that
yeah,
because
be
it's gonna
thankful.
help you in the future a lot.
And I've realized that the manager who scold you most,
Hmm.
he will he will grow you even way better than that whatever you have previously. I've
Right.
seen that because that manager has given me experiences like invoicing, Oracle, Excel,
My
Power
God.
BI, Power
My
Query.
God.
After that, I have worked with several managers. I've done transition, but no
Mhm.
one is there to teach me like, dude, this is how we look up done work like this.
Mhm.
This is like concatenate work like this. No one
Right.
taught me that. So yeah,
That's nice. So basically, you joined as staff and you had all your journeys and now you are AM, and I hope you actually, are a role model to many that, okay, just like you mentioned your manager, people mention you in your journey, in their journey as well.
No, no. As I've joined AM now,
Mhm.
I have taken one pledge. Like I'm not going to scold anyone because
Why?
I know how it feels. I know how it feels. If someone is keep on doing any mistake, I sit with him. I
Help
want to know
them.
his intention, why he is
Right.
doing such kind of mistake. What was the thought behind of such mistakes?
Hmm.
So once I satisfy with myself with his explanation, then I try to modify his justification to client and make client calm. Okay, we can do it. We can fix this error. So
Right.
yeah. So there is
Right.
a good healthy bonding with my team members and with my client also.
Okay, so that's nice. A staff who has experienced rude manager will not become same manager as them, right?
Yeah,
Because
because I feel like if your manager is quite strict and you have done a silly mistake, but
Hmm.
if you goes to him, he is going to scold you. I- After scolding, maybe he is there to help you, or he will see, I'm not gonna help you. Let client speak.
Right,
But if you become very helpful to your team member, if they have done any kind of silly mistake, they have realized, they will come directly to you before client knows that mistake. So if you are
right.
able to fix that mistake before client knows, it's way better than after letting client knows.
Exactly. That's nice. Okay. So now, if I actually tell you that I had a staff in my Beyond the Campus series, I had a senior too, and now you're AM, right? From second year college student, things actually seem to be very fancy when it comes to positions like AM or manager, right? Seniors and staff still have perspective that they work a lot, okay, and of course manager and assistant manager to next level, but that is more of, I would say, ownership. But when it comes to the seniors, and they actually do, that is more of review part on the managers and seniors. At this is what happens. So what
Right.
exactly your day look like, because you are getting instructions from manager as well. As you mentioned, you are also interacting with the client on daily basis, and you are also helping your team, your seniors and your juniors, of course. So how do you manage, and what role and responsibility is of AM, if I may speak like that?
Okay. So I've given my first hour to check my all mails. I've given my starting 1 hour for my mail maintenance, and I plan my whole day, like
Hmm.
how need to I plan my whole day. If
Okay.
there's any meeting I need to set up with my client, I do that. So after 1 hour, I take one team huddle with my team. I plan my whole day with them. If
Hmm.
any concerns, if they're having any kind of concern, I take back those concerns. If I'm able to solve that at that call only, it's well and fine.
Right.
Otherwise, I give them a particular time so we can connect after that. So after that, then I've my another half an hour dedicated to my client, like yeah. So I give them I give them like kind of information, like we have till now we have received this much of amount in
Right.
our
So
bank.
basically benchmarks and targets and what you have done till
Yeah,
now.
yeah. So once we are done with this, then I sit with my Cash App team. If there is any refunds, or if there is any non-revenue payment is there, or they are not able to identify any kind of payment.
Mm-hmm.
So then I take those questions, and if I able to solve those, then it's well and good.
Okay.
Otherwise, I connect with our financial controller who sits in US. So after taking, we do in a shared basis way mode our work. If
Right.
they are not able to solve few things, they share with me. If I'm not able to solve any kind of question, then I share with them. So it goes like that. After that, I work on treasury reporting file.
Hmm.
Once treasury reporting file is done, I sit with jail accounting team.
My
uh,
God, it's like looks like your day has more than 24 hours to listen. So it's not easy to be AM, I believe.
yeah, because in Genpact there are two types of AM. One who do production with team handling,
Hmm.
and one who do core team handling with no production. The guy who do core team handling with no production, he is having numerous of unaware of responsibilities. Like he has no idea. Like I have no idea in GL accounting if Kariba treasury reporting stuck somewhere. What we need to do? But I have to sit with him. I have to sit with her. I need to find out some way that we can done our reporting within our deadline. So we need to take care of that.
Got it, got it, got it. That's amazing. Okay. So your day sounds like huge, like long, long, long day. The only thing that can help is a time management, how
Yeah, time
well
management is
you manage time in a day. Otherwise, you'll keep sitting at 12 a.m. and then you'll be end up
yeah.
having a lot of works on your plate already.
Yeah, and one more thing, I can't leave their work on their own because they are they are new. They don't have that much of exposure. They don't have that
Right,
much of experience. So
right.
I can't leave anything. Though
Ex-
I don't have that much of productivity knowledge now, they are doing way better than me. But I can check whatever where their glass is half empty, where the glass is
Yeah,
empty, so I can check
yeah.
that. Yeah,
Exactly, exactly. Helping them is the biggest task, I would say. Because being a staff, I have realized that, okay, as soon as the day is over, I am going senior, you review the work, my work is done. But of course, when it comes to
right,
higher authorities, you cannot just leave the work and go. You need to get
right.
it done at any cost. Okay. Now, when it comes to entering the Genpact, of course, since this is for the college student, they will not be entering as AM directly. But if you were the interviewer of theirs, having interviewing, like taking interviews of them at this particular level for this particular profile, what would be certain skills that you will be looking at? And what were certain questions that you would ask that, for example, if I talk about auditing, I would ask them simple general entries that they know. I would ask them certain opinions. But what would be in your profile, interview and skills?
So, in my profile, if anyone is going to join as assistant manager, he should be very much technically sound in Excel. Like he should have data analytical thinking. He should have some problem solving skills.
Okay.
Like we could have faced a lot of scenarios. Like if suppose we have to imply any rule in our team, and one of team member is saying, no, I will not do this, you do whatever you want to do, I'm
Hmm.
not gonna do this. Maybe he's having bad day and he's trying to reflect with you. So
Right.
it's up to you. You can't harsh on them, but you need to convince on this, and you have to make him like that.
Do the
He
work.
has to do that. Yeah, there
Right.
is no option. He has to. And if he's not doing that, then you're incompetent AM. So you should have a good problem solving skills. Your communication should be top notch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let's not talk about AM as of now because since they are college student, they would be entering as staff, right? So what are the basic skills? Like you mentioned that you need to have the Excel, right? Because at
Excel
the
is
yeah,
Excel is very much
right,
essential.
because at the staff level, you will be actually performing that work. And to perform that,
Right.
you will be using Excel. So what are other softwares that you would suggest? Because
And
in AI, there are ample of softwares, there are ample of things. But what's actually useful to them for this profile that I would like to know?
I would like to highlight one thing. Everyone is saying AI. Like, but if we're in finance, no one is asking about AI, right? And AI is not going to help in any way of reporting.
Hmm.
If your Excel part is if your technically sound is in Excel is very much good, like
Hmm.
you should. You should be aware of that V lookup, H lookup,
Excellent. Concurrent.
column.
Hmm.
So I guess your half of work is done. Second thing is that your communication should be very good. If you aware about Power BI, then it's a cherry on cake for you.
Hmm. Right,
Yeah,
right. Power BI has gained a lot of importance in recent years, not even years, in recent months. In fact, where I am working as of now, they are promoting Power BI to students as well to next level. So yeah,
right.
Power BI is another option, but yeah, Excel should be one thing that
Yeah,
is mainly asked when it comes to Big Four, when it comes to Genpact or any other firm or any other, role. Excel is something
and
that has been highlighted by many guests on my podcast now. Yeah, you were saying
right.
something.
And and you should aware about accounting journal entries, question
Hmm.
answer, and top last but not the least, you should able to give your self introduction fluently and flawlessly. You can't murmur in your self introduction, otherwise
Right,
it bores to interviewer like what he's doing. He's not able
right,
to introduce himself, then what he's going to do in future.
exactly. So these are certain tips. They will prepare for technical round, they will prepare for everything, but they don't know they will get rejected in first 5 seconds only. So it
Right.
doesn't matter rest of the interview, how does it actually go?
And before the introduction, I've seen like very boring CVs like my date of birth is this, my name is this, this is my college, this is my percentage, and done. Here your CV is done. So
Right.
please do not prepare like this. Please prepare your CV with some good your self introduction. Your hobby should be quite productive. Like you should add in your hobbies like any kind of you do blogging, your hobbies in like digital marketing. You should add some crispy hobbies in your CV so you can tell them with smile and
Right.
your interviewer show some interest on it. So if
Exactly.
he starts showing interest on your introduction in your hobbies part, then there is a chance you can get select. Let me tell you my personal experience in my Cap Gemini.
Mhm.
I have given my hobbies part as a food blogger. In
Okay.
2019, there was in Zomato there was a food blogging trend. That time, everyone used been to visit
Right.
any cafe and they give reviews. I used to do one blog also. So I've mentioned that, and my interviewer listening to me with giving a big smile. So that is the only reason he
Right.
selected me, because he told me that I I am aware of that how to represent myself,
Hmm.
and he give me feedback. You know how to represent yourself. If you can
Exactly.
represent yourself, you can represent anything in future.
Exactly. I completely agree. I completely agree. Like you need to have something catchy. You need to have something that is not related to, job because I know you will be able to do job if you
Yeah,
have been, put into that place. इतनी trainings होती है, इतनी सारी MNCs पे कि वो
right.
कर लोगे तुम अगर नहीं भी आता होगा कर लोगे.
पैटर्न
But
आ जाएगा, ये
हाँ,
ऐसे ही होगा.
सीरियसली तुम्हारे पास ऑप्शन नहीं होगा मतलब करना ही पड़ेगा बट उसके अलावा व्हाट यू कैन डू इज समथिंग दैट इंटरेस्ट द इंटरव्यूअर now since we are coming to the last part of our podcast. I also noticed that you have done ACCA, right? So are you studying ACCA? When did you start your journey? How it is helping you in the corporate world?
Let me tell you, I have not finished my ACCA yet.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm in applied skill level.
Okay.
But yes, ACCA helped me a lot due to that. If you're in applied skill level only,
Hmm.
if only if you are in applied skill level, only if you are in applied skill level, Hello.
Yeah, I think you lost the connection.
Yeah, I beg your pardon.
No worries, no worries. Yeah, you were saying about ACCA.
Yeah, in applied skill, I have left with one paper only.
Okay.
So yeah, so if you're in your applied skill level, it still have some weightage with you, like Gen, like like Accenture, Genpact, they do consider your till if you're till here,
Hmm.
they do consider, and yeah, ACCA is very very much I should say it's a very good course. If we compare about CA to ACCA, I
Right.
would say ACCA can give you way better than like CA can. It can provide you global exposure also.
Right.
If you're pursuing ACA, you can ensure your spot in any UK process in Genpact or any Accenture like fintech companies. Because
Exactly.
if if they are from Europe and UK, they do consider ACCA only. So yeah, I would
Right.
highly recommend this course, though I have not completed yet, and I'll do in future. Yeah.
Yeah, of course, you'll be able to do wonders, I am sure. But I just want to ask you one last question. How do you think it would make a difference in your thing? Will it be in the terms of monetary? Of course, you are upgrading yourself. You will have, a lot of knowledge after 13 papers. You will have a lot of knowledge, but how will it help you in your corporate world?
In corporate, let me give you one simple example. Like in ACC, each and every course can give you that much of insights. If you
Hmm.
apply that insights in your work profile, no, then you can have a deeper knowledge about it. Like, let me tell you about my financial reporting. We
Hmm.
knew about factoring something in how we do factoring and all.
Right.
Uh, that time I was in Accenture, so I try to apply that insights in my profile. Then I come to know, okay, dude, this is how it works. And I start having words with my client.
Hmm.
Uh, I'm pursuing this and I have this question. He was financial controller
Okay.
of Zurich Insurance. I was in Zurich Insurance that time.
Okay.
So he told me that, okay, yeah, dude, this is how it works. This is how insurance profile works. So you can have the way better knowledge than other guys, because I've seen most of corporate guys, they are they are doing their work related activities just for sake of their job only. They don't
Right.
have that analytical knowledge, that deep knowledge. If you
Right.
want to gain that knowledge, you need to break your head in this. And let me tell you, I have joined Accenture on August 2023. Prior to this,
Okay.
I'm having only 4 years of corporate experience, and
Okay.
no one get easily join as AM in Genpact.
Exactly.
Yeah, so my interview went like that only. I have given that way, so they have selected me as a AM. So
Hmm.
you need to prepare yourself for today to have a big jump in future.
Of
And I
course.
think ACCA is a best course for that.
Right, right, right. I completely believe it. Like, because, I was working in EY GDS, so I have seen that. Like, I have seen in the eyes of managers and seniors as well that if they have two staff standing in front of them, one who was coming directly from BCom and one who was having ACCA as their degree. So, yeah, of course, you are given a preference in many things, like be it monetary or be it non-monetary, because you will have that knowledge, right? So
Right.
yeah, you should pursue, be it any ACCA, CPA, but you should have a professional course in your hand. That's what I believe.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
and ACCA and any professional course is necessary to you if you want to ensure your spot in AVP level or VP level.
hmm,
You can't take that spot with your graduate degree, right?
right,
You have
right,
to be indifferent with the crowd. You
exactly,
can't go with BCom degree. So yeah, this is
exactly.
very much essential for us.
And of course, I say that, 90% of students are treating it just like an exam. That I'll crack the exam, I'll clear it, I'll become ACCA. But you need to really have that knowledge, because I got introduced to audit in my ACCA. And I developed so much of interest that I end up taking job. Now I have left my job. I am mentoring students. I am taking coaching of audit. So it can actually, shape your career for the rest of the life. So you need to develop your interest to those subjects, not just pass and, move ahead,
Right. Agree.
right? So that's it for this particular podcast. I had super fun talking to you. How was your experience? Did it sound like a client
Same,
meeting,
same
or
here.
was it an interview?
No, no. This is my second podcast. I
Okay,
enjoyed a lot. Yeah.
that's amazing.
Prior
That's
to this,
amazing to hear.
yeah, I have done podcast with ICI.
Okay,
They called me for podcast for their
wow.
students. Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. Like, you are the first guest who had experience in podcast. Every time I'll ask this question, they'll be like, "This is my first podcast." I'm like, "Okay, that's
No, but
amazing."
yes, I have enjoyed a lot. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Even our viewers enjoyed a lot, and seeing the world from the perspective of AM is like amazing. In fact, for me also, who was a staff in EY. So yeah, even I enjoyed it. So guys, thank you so much for watching it till the end. Episode 8 will have completely different profile, that is content creator. He is very famous on LinkedIn. So we'll have him on episode 8. Bye bye. Take care and don't forget to subscribe.